Now, believe it or not, the new year began little more than a week ago. Feels longer, doesn't it? And in that time, more than 20,000 people in the US have lost their lives to COVID-19. That data coming from Johns Hopkins University. Now, compare that with the 40 days it took for the country to reach the first 20,000 deaths last year. Health experts say they are in touch with the incoming Biden administration about scaling up vaccination efforts. Biden's team plans to release much of the vaccine supply to the states instead of holding back some for a second dose. Now, it is a risky move that would require production to be stepped up. California, just one of the states where hundreds of people are losing their lives to the virus every day. It is so bad there that dozens of refrigerated trailers are now being used as makeshift morgues to handle the crisis. Nick Watt is in Los Angeles for us.
Good afternoon.
Team Biden tells CNN they have a radical plan: release nearly every vaccine dose on hand, stop holding back for second doses.
We would certainly pick up the speed of our vaccinations. We need some assurances that those second doses are going to be there.
Pfizer and Moderna won't say if they're able to manufacture those second doses in time.
The second dose is absolutely critical. That one dose of Moderna and one dose of Pfizer has not been proven to be efficacious to the degree that we want.
Latest numbers reported: just over 22 million doses distributed, fewer than 7 million actually in arms. Calls for easing the rules on who gets it when.
If we can't vaccinate the people who are in most danger, we're going to lose lives we did not need to lose.
So New York's governor just expanded the pool of people who can get a shot. Now includes first responders and the over 75s.
That's by far the largest group. And those are people who desperately need it.
Just look at New York's new case count line, exploding way higher than the spring. The NYPD commissioner just tested positive. Across America, 4,085 people reported dead yesterday. The most COVID deaths in a day ever. And here in Los Angeles,
we had 259 deaths. That's one more than all the homicides in 2019 in LA City combined. In a single day, equal to a year of homicides.
Arizona has now overtaken California, leads the nation in new cases per capita, but still no statewide mask mandate to control the virus. Crumb of comfort? The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine does appear to work against that more contagious coronavirus strain first identified in the UK, now spreading across the US. Nick Watt, CNN, Los Angeles.
Now, several European countries are also being pushed further into crisis by rising numbers of cases and deaths. Infections and hospitalisations in the UK are at record levels, and officials say the National Health Service is on the brink of being overwhelmed. The COVID variant, first identified in Britain, has now spread to more than 40 countries around the world. The World Health Organization calling for even stricter measures to try to contain this more contagious strain. European leaders vowing to continue the collective EU strategy, meanwhile, for buying vaccines. They've announced steps to move the vaccine campaign forward after coming under fire for the slow pace so far. Here's Melissa Bell.
The European Union's confirmed that it's in talks with Pfizer and BioNTech to look at buying an extra 200 million doses of their vaccine, with an option to buy an extra 100 million. That could mean that by the end of 2021, the EU has purchased 500 million doses and potentially 600 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine. Good news in a part of the world where several countries have been criticized for the slowness of their vaccination programs rollout. Now, another piece of good news this week: the European Medicines Agency has approved the Moderna vaccine for use in the EU. The European Commission had purchased 160 million doses of that. And in some of those countries where the rollout's been criticized for its pace, countries like Germany, it really has been about supplies. We heard from the German health minister this week, who spoke of the vaccine as a scarce resource, urging people to be patient. Melissa Bell, CNN, Paris.